ladies, and welcome to a new vlog. I am so sorry there was not a vlog last Sunday, but as you know, I've got a lot on my plate and sometimes I just have to choose one thing over another. And last week it was unfortunately having to choose other things in my life over a YouTube video, which is so very sad. But anyways, I am rushing out the door. I'm getting myself ready. I got some new loafers for the fall. As you guys know, GH Bass are the one place I trust with my loafers. I have them in brown, I have them in burgundy. I will continue to get them in multiple colors, but I decided to go for a classic black for fall. I have been noticing myself reaching for those darker, moodier colors, and I can't believe I did not have black loafers. We went with just a classic style. These are the Whitney loafers. There's a little bit of confusion with names sometimes, but yeah, these are the Whitneys, and they are also so hard to get on for the first time. There you go. But if you're wondering where I'm heading out the door to, I am going to get a haircut, and this is going to be a pretty significant haircut, not like, oh, I'm gonna get a lot off and then I get like 2 inches off. No, it's a big haircut. Sorry, there you go. I have, ever since I turned 25, I have had this urge, and I don't think I told anybody, but I almost debated getting a huge chop for my 25th birthday, and I never did it, and I have not stopped thinking about it. I just have this urge to like right there, like a long bob, and we're gonna do it. Jack doesn't know about it. The only person that knows about it is my mother. Jack is actually away right now, so he's gonna come back to me having short hair. I don't know, I feel like this hair is holding on to a lot and it needs to go. It's not suiting me anymore. So we're gonna go chop it all off, and I'm so excited. Anyways, this is my outfit. I've got my Levi's wedgie straights. They are my new obsession. I wear them every single day. A beautiful polo from Holland Cooper. If you're looking for a new polo, could not recommend enough. And of course, oh my god, do you hear my back crack? And my new loafers. I just need a blazer. I've got my bag packed already, and yeah. Oh, also, fragrance wise, I think I'm gonna go for Kayak 10, something light and beautiful and elegant. So yeah. Okay, see you on the flip side. Hello to the new hair. Oh my god, I am literally obsessed. I feel like a different person. I am obsessed. But anyways, I gotta stop at Shoppers because these shoes are giving me blisters and I brought nothing with me. I put nothing on my feet. My mother would be like, Sam, why don't you prepare better? Sorry, Ma. But anyways, I'm gonna go stop at Shoppers to do that and then run some errands. Hello ladies, coming at ya with my new hair. What do you think? I want your honest opinion, but I am obsessed. It feels, I don't know how else to describe it other than like preppy. It's a very like preppy haircut, and I could not be happier. I feel like, I don't know, I just 2 nights ago I got this like urge, like this impulse from within me to just cut off my hair, and I feel like I could go shorter. I feel like I could do like another inch, like that. I don't know, I feel like I could do it. Tell me to do it and I will do it. Anyways, I feel like the last couple weeks have totally flown by, and I don't know if it's a Virgo thing, but every time my birthday comes around, I'm kind of like happy to do something with my family and Jack, and otherwise the attention freaks me out, honestly. So I kind of just like always like shyly like bypass it. But I thought I would at least go through everything that I got for my birthday. I feel like this year has been one of my absolute favorites in terms of everything that I got. I feel like everything was so thoughtful and meaningful. I even cried for one of them, which is very silly and very me, very on brand for myself. But I thought I would go through the few things that I got because they are absolutely amazing. So we're gonna start off with the one gift that has been glued to my side since I got it, and I'm gonna be totally honest. I didn't think I was gonna love this as much as I do, and that is my Kobo. I will call it my Kindle. You will hear me call it a Kindle. It's not a Kindle, it's a Kobo, and there's a few reasons why I chose Kobo over Kindle, but this is the Kobo Clara Soft. So as you can see, I've just got a random book on there. I've got Oryx and Crake at the moment, and it does have the colored titles. I'll try and pick a title that is a little bit more colorful so you guys can see like how vibrant it is. Oh, here's a good one. So that is People We Meet on Vacation. It's so fun. It's nice to have the colored cover on there, but I love the size of it. It is so perfect. It is much smaller than the Kindle. It really is tiny. I wish I had a Kindle to compare it to, but it is much smaller. It's a tiny little thing, and I love it because it fits in all of my handbags. And that is one of the reasons, honestly, why I wanted an e-reader, is because when I was traveling for work or going to class, I couldn't always fit my book in my bags, and it was very frustrating because the moment I had like a spare second to sit on a bench, wait for my class, I just wanted to pull up my book and read, and I wouldn't have it with me. And now I do. To go alongside that, my parents, with Jack's approval, got this lovely little case for it. It's very like antique, vintagey looking, which I love. I feel like it's very much my style, and it just looks so beautiful. If I leave it out on my coffee table, it looks beautiful. I didn't want something that like looked like a book. That was something that was out there. I also wanted something that like covered the front, so I'm so glad my parents got something that actually covered the screen, because the screen can be very delicate. I didn't tell them that, but they got that and it was perfect. So beautiful little case. I'll try and link it down below if I can. I think it was just from Amazon, my mom said. But anyways, moving on. The next thing that I got is the Longchamp, or Longchamp. I feel so snobby saying things in an accent. Is a black mesh grocery tote. I have my white one here. I've had this one for I don't know how many years, and I kid you not, I use this every single day. This is something that if you live in the city or you're always out on the go and you're getting groceries every day, again, suburb versus city living is so different because I pretty much get groceries every day, every other day. Like I know my parents that live in the suburbs, and even Jack's family, like they'll go get groceries like once a week. It's like you do the bigger hauls, you go to Costco. City living is very different. Like our fridge is typically empty because every day we'll be like, oh, let's take the 5-minute walk to the grocery store and pick up what we're gonna make that day. Very different, I think, way of life. And so for me, this gets so much use. And again, because you're going every day, you're not usually doing like massive hauls. So if I'm bringing a couple fruits and veggies, tofu, chicken, it fits in here. It's comfortable. I love that it's got the top handle strap. You've got the longer straps that can comfortably fit around your shoulder. It is literally one of the best purchases of my life, and I had been wanting one in a different color for a very long time. I think it comes in brown and black, and my parents got me the black version, and I absolutely love it. I'm literally obsessed. For the winter and fall, where like you're wearing like darker, moodier colors, I'm obsessed. So if you've been thinking about this and you're someone who gets groceries a lot, or you just want to feel and look beautiful getting groceries, because life is too short, okay? I could not recommend this enough. It is such a niche thing, and I've literally been told that it's a waste of money, but I totally disagree. I think it's worth every penny if this is something that you use. Invest in yourself, okay? Even if it's something like getting groceries. I think it's, why not make those little moments in your life just a little bit more special, especially because we do it so much, right? So anyways, I got the black one, and I'm so happy about it. Oh, I've already used it. I literally used it today. I'm obsessed with it. It's amazing. Okay, next up we have a book. Funnily, I already had this one, but my mom knows me so well that she knew exactly what to get. This is The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. I think she has become one of my favorite authors. I love how she writes. Her stories and her characters are just, they become so real, and like I literally will like put the book down and that's all I can think about. Like if you've read Fourth Wing, Onyx Storm, whatever, and like you know that like addiction you had to the story, I swear that happens with every book of hers that I read. I'm obsessed, and so my mom got me this one, and it's been on my list to read. I think some of her like standalones, especially this one and The Last Letter, I think it's called, are a little bit sad, and so I've been waiting for a moment where I'm like happy to be sad. Do you know what I mean? And so anyways, this one looks so good, and I'm so excited. Like I said, The Things We Leave Unfinished. I also think this one's being turned into a movie. I think. I'm not sure, but I think, and so I'm so excited about that. Moving on, we have, oh my god, I literally cried when I received this. I don't know if I'm gonna embarrass myself and put a picture up on the screen, but one of my birthday gifts from Jack was to go see the 60th anniversary screening of The Sound of Music. If you do not know, The Sound of Music is one of my all-time favorite movies. Julie Andrews, I love Julie Andrews. She's so magical, and I think I watched The Sound of Music for the first time when I was like, I don't know, I would have been like grade 3, maybe, yeah, I think it was like grade 3 or grade 4, and I instantly became obsessed with The Sound of Music. I have watched it like maybe once a year ever since then. And so my lovely mom and dad got me the Sound of Music vinyl. Now Jack and I, we don't have a record player yet, but we are on the hunt for one. So we've started collecting some vinyls that we really love, and they got me the Sound of Music vinyl. This is the 60th anniversary sort of copy. So look at Julie Andrews there with all the kids, the Von Trapp kids in the back, and Christopher Plummer. Oh my god, I literally cried when I got this. It's so special. And like, I know that this is a like collectible most likely, but I will not be leaving this in its package. I will be opening this up and listening to it every single day when we get a record player. It brings me so much joy, and it's just the coolest thing ever. Oh my god. And also like Julie Andrews is there on the back. So cool. Anyways, I had to move because the next thing I want to show you, I have to reposition myself. But the one thing that I cannot show you before I show you this last thing is my gift from Jack, which is so very exciting for my golf girls. But I got my own big girl driver, and I also got a new iron. So obviously for those of you that don't play golf, you're gonna be like, what the heck are you talking about? It's a really big deal, and golf is a very, very expensive sport. So like to buy a driver can be like upwards to $1,000, or I mean like they kind of start at like 800 depending on what you buy. And so Jack so kindly got me 2 new golf clubs, which I'm so excited because I really want to take my golfing more seriously. I feel like I've been getting better, and it's just a really beautiful sport because it's something that hopefully not only myself but also Jack and I will be able to do well until we're very, very, very old. And I think that unlike a lot of sports, golf is something that you can do really up until your 70s, your 80s, and I think to be able to share that together is really special. I don't know, I'm getting sappy, but I think it's really, really cool, and it's why I feel like I've just been trying so hard to get better at it, and also I just love it. It's so good. But anyways, that is the one thing I can't show you because I just don't have my golf clubs up here. But the last thing that I get to show you is a gift from myself, because I think you should always spoil yourself just a little bit. And for my 25th birthday, I wanted to treat myself to something extra, extra special. And this is something that I had been wanting to do for a very long time, and my 25th birthday just felt right. And that is a custom pair of Christian Louboutins. If you did not know this, Christian Louboutin actually has a sort of custom offering where you can choose your shoe, your fabric. You can really make it however you want. And so before we open these up, I have to read you this little letter from my sales associate Pablo at the Yorkville Boutique. He's the best if you're looking for a sales associate from Christian Louboutin. Go to Pablo. You can tell him that I sent you because you're going to be in good hands with him. But this is the little letter he wrote. He goes, "What a pleasure it has been to bring your vision to life. The Samantha shoe in this gorgeous color is absolutely amazing. Enjoy leaving a little bit of red everywhere you go with your one-of-a-kind custom Louboutin." I can't believe this is real. But before I show you my custom shoes, which if you follow me on Instagram, you may have already gotten a little sneak peek of them, but I thought we would go down memory lane and I would show you back, oh my god, like 3 months ago, maybe 3-4 months ago, when I actually went into the boutique and chose the shoe that I was gonna have. So here is me on the day that I actually made these shoes and chose everything for them. We are at the Christian Louboutin and we got Pablo. He's my fabulous essay here. Like I mentioned, we are getting some custom shoes today. I know what style I'm getting, but we have to now narrow down the fabric as well as the color. But I thought whilst I'm here, I would try on a few other styles to see how they fit, because Christian Louboutin has so many styles, and I always say I think it comes down to finding the style that fits your foot. For me, it just happens to be the hot chick style, so I will show you that one. And then I'll also show you the magical box back there, which has all of these swatches for the custom orders, and it's like a box of happiness. I just popped on the hot chick and like, look at that. Yourself, right? It just looks you've seen this before, amazing. Okay, without a doubt, we're doing this. I really want to do satin, but I feel like
satin is
so
a little more delicate, but it doesn't mean that you can't be careful.
Gorgeous.
It is really beautiful in person, even better.
Oh, we're just looking because I think I'm gonna go for this color, but one of his clients happened to have a custom shoe in this color. This is the So Kate, but oh my goodness, I think it has to be this color. Okay, decision has been made. We've said yes to the shoe. Now you have to wait till September to see what I went with, but I'm so excited. I think this is gonna be the perfect shoe ever. Just wanna have one last look at all of the shoes that I loved. We got the Sporty Kates, the Rosalies, which I already have in black, the flat Hot Chicks, which are adorable, and then of course the Hot Chick and the Slingback. These are all fabulous and definitely all on the wish list. Thank you.
For your beautiful customization.
Thank you, thank you. And some champagne to celebrate. How cool is that? Obviously I went with the Hot Chick because that is the style of shoe that I just adore, but it only comes in 3 colors. It's black, nude, and white, and every so often with every new season they'll come out with like funky patterns and colors, but again, like sometimes those aren't like 100% my style, and so the only appropriate thing to do was make a custom shoe. I don't know what model or whatever Christian Louboutin used, but it was identical to my foot because this shoe fits my foot like a glove. It is one of the most magical shoes I've honestly ever owned, and that's why I keep buying them. So let me show you my custom shoes. And by the way, when you get custom shoes at Louboutin, there's a few little things that are different than just your regular shoes. So the first thing is the dust bag. This is more like a satin material, the typical one that comes with Louboutin. I think some of the newer ones are white, but the classic ones are just like the red sort of like felt bags. This one is more like a satin. It's very heavy, and you've also got these tiny little drawstring details on it, which is like the sole of the Louboutin. And now the shoe. These are my new Louboutins. These are, I forget the nude, I think it's nude 8 perhaps, in the Hot Chick style. I am so happy with them. Just look at how magical they are. They obviously fit me like a glove. I did wear these on my birthday, but down to the details of the shoe, there are 2 tiny little details that will tell you that a shoe is custom, and that is this tiny little symbol right here, which is like 2 heels back to back. That is a signifier that that is a custom shoe. Back here you have the same little symbol in gold hardware right at the sole of the shoe. So again, that is a symbol that your shoes are custom and they are true to yours. And the way that the process works is that essentially you go to the store, and I mean, you saw the process. So you go to the store, you pick your fabric, you pick your shoe, and then I think your order either gets sent to France and then maybe to Italy, and it gets sent to the warehouse, and then obviously your shoe is handmade, and it is made custom to your specifications. And I think this is so incredible. Honestly, over the years, Christian Louboutin has become one of my favorite brands. I just think when it comes to the quality of their shoes, it truly is top notch. I just unfortunately think that there is a lot of ignorance when it comes to this brand. A lot of people, which grinds my gears, but a lot of people will call the Kate shoe, like the 120, super uncomfortable. First of all, it's called the So Kate. The Kate is 100 millimeters, which is just your traditional 4-inch heel. It is no different than any other brand. So I think that's where that misconception comes from, that their shoes are very, very uncomfortable. It's truly just a 4-inch heel. I think the biggest difference is that Louboutins do tend to be a little bit narrower, which for me, honestly, saves my life, because I do have very like long, narrow feet with very long toes. And I think Pablo always said that I have a Louboutin foot because it just works so perfectly. I have very narrow heels, so a lot of other brands, my heel will slip out, I'll get blisters. It just doesn't fit my foot very well. But these ones, specifically the Hot Chicks with the beautiful little scallop on the side, fit my foot like a glove. I can literally go bar hopping in these shoes because they are so comfortable. Like, the weight distribution is so perfect, meaning my toes, all the weight aren't down here. Back to my point about ignorance, I just think that because of this one very specific shoe, a lot of people sort of believe that Christian Louboutin is super uncomfortable, but in reality, like, they have flats, they have little kitten heels. Especially now, they've come up with so many amazing styles that are not your traditional 4-inch heel, because obviously not everybody wants to wear a 4-inch large heel. They now have the Miss Z, which I do not like at all. But I think that if you're someone who has a wider foot, if you are someone who needs a little bit more stability, that one has the everlasting sole, which I also don't particularly love. So it's like a rubber sole. So you are gonna have a little bit more grip when you walk. Again, if you're not a high heel veteran, I think having a little bit more grip to the shoe and having a little bit more room in your toes and your like ball of your foot can honestly be life-changing. It's also got a longer toe box. It covers the toe cleavage a little bit. Am I remembering that correctly? Yes. I think you have less toe cleavage on the Miss Z. I might be misremembering, but I know like there's one of you ladies that has like specifically told me you do not like toe cleavage, and that's totally fair, right? I love toe cleavage. It's a must. If there is no toe cleavage, I don't want to. And so I think there are new styles that are absolutely worth checking out. But for me, I am a hot chick girly. The Sporty Kate is a new favorite, but the hot chick, I will just continue to buy that specific style because, again, like I said, it just really suits my foot. I love the look of it. I think it's a superior style at Louis Vuitton. And I think that's why Pablo coined it the Samantha shoe, because it just truly is my absolute favorite. It is so, so special. And so anyways, hopefully you will be seeing lots and lots of this shoe. I don't even think I told you why I chose the brown. I honestly just wanted a beautiful, timeless color. I already had a camel color in my Ralph Lauren, so I didn't want to do the same thing over again. So I thought, well, what's the next classiest color? And I thought chocolate brown. I think I've mentioned this before. Brown is just a color that I have been very like strongly associating myself with over the last year, and it just felt like the perfect color. So anyways, that is the last thing that I got for my birthday, and I could not be happier with everything. I think everything is so meaningful and thoughtful, and I think sometimes it's less is more, right? And I think that's exactly what 25 is about for me. And so yeah, I'm very, very excited. But I think I'm gonna go have a snack now, and then we have an exciting parcel to open up together from H&M that I just got a notification for. So I'm really excited to open that up because their fall collections have been killing it. I know you guys loved my last picks from the last one, and so when I saw this collection, I honestly thought of you ladies, and I was like, I have to literally order everything that I love to show you everything and give you outfit ideas for fall, because you guys know I love fall. And I'm so excited. Everything was so gorgeous, and I think there's a few things I'm gonna keep from this order because I love everything. I'm gonna struggle not to keep everything, I'm not gonna lie. I obviously like shouldn't keep anything because I have everything I need. But there's a couple things that I want to try them on and see how they look, but I think they're gonna be keepers. Anyways, I'm gonna go have a snack, and then I'll see you guys shortly to do a little H&M fall haul. All right, see you later. H&M order has just arrived, so let's open everything up. Let's do it. Okay, we've got quite the assortment. I'm actually very excited, as you can see, by all the colors in this order. I went for all like earth tones, and I'm so excited to try everything on. There's extra cozy pieces in this haul. All right, as usual, I'm gonna hang everything up for you ladies, and then I can show you everything that I got. Oh, I think you guys are gonna absolutely adore this. What I love most about this haul is that everything is very much wearable day to day. Obviously, I know a lot of us need things for occasion. We want to look extravagant all the time, but I think much like my Longchamp bag, there is beauty in, I think, just making day-to-day moments very special. So that is exactly what this haul is all about. I will say, the one thing that I did order for myself is some new pantuflas. If you don't know what pantuflas mean in Spanish, it just means like slippers, like house slippers. I had to teach Jack that word, but I've been looking for brown pantuflas everywhere. I wanted like a dark chocolate brown, and I literally saw these. I think they were like $20 or $30, and they're perfect because everywhere I saw these, they had like the white fur, and I didn't want the white fur. I wanted dark brown fur alongside like the front part, and these are literally perfect. How cute is that? Oh, I'm obsessed. Literal perfection. I got a size 7, so that's the usual size. The other thing that I got for myself is some PJs for the winter. This is a color, obviously, that I really wanted. I honestly think that H&M does really, really great PJs. And so I got this lovely set in a chocolate brown. It's a long sleeve and the matching pants. Great price, and the material is so like silky soft. It's that cotton that's like very cooling on the skin, which I love. So that's what I got. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for myself, 100%. The rest I shouldn't be keeping, but I might. So I'm gonna go hang everything up. I just finished filming all of the H&M stuff for Instagram and TikTok. So tomorrow morning I will be sure to film everything for you ladies. But I was just tidying up my vanity area here, and I thought I would tell you about these lip products because I have been using them for a little while now. And it was all thanks to my mom. She got me onto this brand. It's called Violette FR. And she like honestly started, I think, just wanting to create that like perfectly like worn in red lip, and so she launched these like super dry lipsticks, and my mom found out about it, and so she told me about it. And so it kind of looks like this. This is the lipstick, and this is what I have on my lips right now. As you can see, it's kind of that like washed out red color, but I have been obsessed with it. And sorry mom, I stole your lip. This is literally my mom's, but I'm like, mom, can I borrow it? It's so good. I need to buy her another one because this is just the prettiest lip ever. This is the shade Amour Fou, and it's the sheer matte lipstick. But now I love this one so much that I went into Sephora yesterday and bought 2 more shades, and this is a different lip product. So I wanted to show you the different shades. So that one was Amour Fou, was it? Yeah. And I'm gonna show you. Also, I like that it wipes off super easily as well. This shade is called Mon Cherie, which is supposed to be more of like an everyday red. I would describe it as more like a brick red. It reminds me of my Chanel lipstick. You'll immediately see that it's not quite as vibrant as Amour Fou, but like look how easy it is to apply, and it looks incredible. Like this color definitely is more like a wintry red, I feel like, and with my dark hair I feel like it looks incredible. I love it. I can't decide a favorite. I think both are absolutely stunning. So that's Mon Cherie and Amour Fou, absolutely stunning. The last one that I got, oh no, it's scratched. And this is gonna be terrible, but I literally got it because I love the look of the packaging. It just screams fall. But I think these are their lip tints. So this is called the Hydrating Lip Stain, and I got it in the shade, I think it's Dahlia Noir. And it looks like this. Look at that color, it's so beautiful. But this is more of a lip stain. It comes with a little applicator, like a doll foot. And this, I feel like, is a peak of winter color. Again, very much reminds me of my Chanel when it's like really, really built up. Sorry, I was like hyper focused there. There you go. So that is Dahlia Noir. This is the most like romantic, sultry red I have ever seen. As you can see, this one's got more of like a glossy finish. Definitely feels a little bit smoother. These ones feel like you've got nothing on your lips, which I absolutely adore. But what I like about this is because it's a lip stain, I wore it yesterday, and once it kind of wears off, it does leave a little bit of like a stain on your lips, which looks really, really nice because it kind of looks like you're still wearing something on your lips, but you're not. Anyways, how stunning are these lip products? I'm so grateful that my mother discovered these. So now I can tell you ladies about them because they're absolutely incredible. I absolutely love them. Like, have you ever seen reds that pretty? I feel like in the past, whenever I've worn reds, they've like really washed me out. But these ones just look absolutely incredible. I just wanted to show you these because they're so good. I'm literally obsessed. I just carry all 3 around in my purse. I'm gonna get my mom a replacement for her red. But all 3, I've carried them around in my purse the last couple days, and I just apply whichever I'm in the mood for, and off I go. It's so perfect, and it's not the type of red that you need a mirror for. So like, I'll be on the bus and just like quickly little, and away I go. Look at that. It's perfect. I'm obsessed. Anyways, sorry about that rant. I literally just wanted to show you that. But I think I'm gonna tidy up the rest of my dressing room now. I also want to, I'm getting like the temptation to like try and curl my hair. So I might shower, wash my face, do my skincare, and then try curling my hair to see what that looks like. Although I really do love the sort of like blowout look. I don't know where I should go. I'm not sure. Also, Jack hasn't been around, so I've been having the most girl dinners ever. Because what else do you do when the love of your life isn't there to cook you dinner? Anyways, I don't know. I might play around with my hair. Okay, I just curled my hair and I literally had to show it to you. I told you I could have gone shorter. This is the length that I wanted. I'm so glad, because I think if I would have gone too much shorter, when I would have curled it, it would have been like even shorter, but oh my God, I don't even know. I'm obsessed. I just literally curled it with my flat iron. I did the exact same curls that I typically do. I did curl the ends, and then I brushed it through with my wide tooth comb, and oh my God, prepare to get sick of me and this hair, because I'm obsessed. Oh my God, it's so good. Like, the floofier, the better. This is the best decision I ever made. And you disagree. That's fine, I don't care. I am literally obsessed. So good. Okay, now I gotta go. Hi ladies, and I feel like saying happy fall because it officially is starting to feel like fall here in Toronto, and it is making me very, very happy because it had been like 25 degrees the last couple weeks and it was just not feeling like fall. I had to wear summer clothes still, and it was very depressing. So I thought to ring in this chilly, cozy weather, I would do a little Zara and H&M haul. Very, very excited about this. We're starting off strong with this new Zara shirt. If you follow me on Instagram, which you definitely should, I'll leave it up here. I have been wearing this shirt non-stop with my Levi's wedgie straights. It's just so classy, but yet fun and edgy. Also, the neckline is just perfect. It just looks so chic. I love the color. I love the red. I also think it just happens to look really good with my hair as well. But yeah, I've just been obsessed with this shirt. So this is the first thing that I wanted to show you. I did buy a whole lot on Zara because, quite frankly, I think the prices are astronomical. The amount of times I saw things in the $200, $300, I even saw some $400 things, I was like, absolutely not. So anyways, but I did pick up a few things like this one. I think this was like $50, great price. Next up is a beautiful, classic and timeless dress that I think every woman needs in her wardrobe, especially heading into the fall, winter, and the holiday season. This one has almost like a mock neck style, a beautiful mesh midi length skirt. It is so beautiful. It's not form-fitting, but it really just hugs your waist in such a beautiful way. I got that one in a size small, and it is truly perfect. The next thing that I got from Zara, which I may need your help deciding on whether or not I'm gonna keep this, is this fabulous cozy knit cardigan. Now, I have been scouring the web for oversized cardigans. It's something that I love wearing, but believe it or not, cardigans are really hard to come by. But anyways, this one has beautiful like caramel and chocolate brown colors weaved throughout it. So cozy, some big pockets, big sleeves. I got that one in a size small as well. But let me know what you think. I like it, it's cozy, but it seemed a little bit difficult to style up with things, which is usually a red flag for me. Now let's move on to some H&M pieces. We're starting off with the coat. The tags have been ripped off already. I love it, I'm keeping it. I'm utterly obsessed. It is this super lovely barn jacket. These have been everywhere, but I feel like there's a lot of brands that have done like very modern twists to the barn jacket, and I think one day I'd definitely like to invest in like a totem one, or even like a Barbour one, but for now I want to see if it even fits into my wardrobe to begin with. But this one I thought was a perfect classic style. You've got some beautiful chocolate brown corduroy details on the collar as well as the sleeves, and it's just the perfect oversized jacket. I've been obsessed. It's so cute, and I got it in a size small. Now, if you are someone who doesn't live in like a super cold climate and just wants to wear the jacket say with like a long sleeve or tops, not sweaters, then I would highly recommend sizing down. But if you're someone like myself who lives in a climate that's going to get progressively colder and you want to maybe wear it with chunkier sweaters, then just take your true size, because right now, say if I were to wear it over top of this, it would feel very roomy and very oversized. But the moment I wear a chunky turtleneck or a knitted sweater, the size small is going to be perfect, so I'm going to be comfortable and not like tight and restricted, if you know what I mean. Next up, we have a fabulous oversized chocolate brown sweater. You guys know I have an obsession with brown, and I am just very happy to continue that obsession. This one is super oversized, some very thick and wide sleeves. It's a nice long length, which again, if you want your bum covered, sometimes I want my sweaters to cover my bum. This one does that. I will say, if you are sensitive to wools, be very mindful of the sweater. Either make sure you have some layering pieces to wear underneath. If you're not sensitive like myself, then you're gonna be totally fine. But I found this one to be on the slightly itchier side, which you guys know me, I'm not sensitive whatsoever. So if you are sensitive, this may not be for you, but oh, it's literally perfect. It's so fluffy and cozy, and I love the neckline. It just looks very like luxe. Like this is kind of what I would expect from like the row, if you know what I mean. Oh, this color just stole my heart. Another sweater, because I'm all for these sweaters during the fall. I love the color of this one, the warm yellows. It just reminds me of like a lot of the colors in a lot of the artwork in my apartment. This one is not as oversized as the dark brown one, so sleeves are a little bit more form-fitting, same throughout the bodice, not quite as oversized. So I would say a little bit more comfortable to wear and layered up. But again, I really love this with like a shirt layered on underneath. So pretty. Next thing, I have been on the hunt for a vest, and to be quite honest, I have been rather unsuccessful. So I had ordered this one, and silly me didn't notice that the buttons were silver. I much prefer gold hardware or champagne hardware at the very least. I did have a try this on, and honestly, this is just not one that I would recommend. I found it to be very boxy, sort of like sideways, and then this cut very low. Overall, I didn't find it to be a very flattering fit, so not one I would recommend, to be honest. Another skirt that broke my heart. Now, I don't typically show you things that don't work out, but I thought, you know what, if it helps you to maybe not purchase something just because I was expecting something totally different and I can help you, then great. This is a skirt that completely broke my heart, because as you can see, it should be utterly perfect. It's a beautiful chocolate brown. It's got a satin finish to it, and what happened with the skirt is that the fabric is obviously very sturdy, very thick, but it was almost too sturdy for its own good. And so I found the skirt to be very weirdly structured and not in a flattering sort of like a beautiful round structured skirt. I thought it had a very awkward shape to it. I also found that for the heaviness of the skirt, that the hemline should have had a little bit more going on, and it just didn't. It just was a really weird composition of a thick structured fabric with not enough support around the waist and stuff. So yeah, not my favorite piece. This one is definitely not a keeper, unfortunately. But again, if you're like me and you're like, oh my god, that skirt is perfect, not so perfect in my opinion, which is very sad because it's beautiful. A skirt that was beautiful is this one right here, and I apologize, I haven't given this a proper iron. It definitely needs more than a steam, but this one has beautiful pleats along the front, and as you can see, it's actually got a waistband, and you've got the zipper in the back. Again, still a structured fabric. This one does not have that sort of like satin finish, but not a bother whatsoever. I much preferred how this one flows. Very much my style. If you love a sort of like elevated midi skirt, you're going to adore this one. And this one paired with a crisp white shirt or some turtlenecks for the fall and winter, and even for any events. It's a perfect skirt. Oh, I really like this one. And I took this one in a size 4, which I found to be fine paired with thicker sweaters. But if I was gonna wear it with like a tight shirt, I think I would have preferred the size 2. But again, because heading into the fall and winter, I thought I'd keep the 4 to comfortably tuck in thicker sweaters. And there you go, ladies. That concludes this little fall haul. I really hope you enjoyed some of these little bits. I've definitely been enjoying finding new pieces and getting inspired and styling them up for you, at least the ones that I really liked. But yeah, honestly, I'm going to wear this today. I have to head to class, so that is the coat that I'm gonna wear, because I want to say it's like 10 degrees today, which is the perfect temperature in my opinion. It is They're like 10 to 15 temperature is, in my opinion, like the sweet spot of all temperatures. It's just the best. But anyways, I hope you ladies enjoyed this. Let me know which pieces were your favorites, and if you've been finding any good pieces throughout the fall season, let me know, because I'm always up for a good little shopping day. I am going to get myself ready for class because I have a long day of class, and yeah, I will see you ladies next week. Bye. Mwah.